Hey Gemini, hello. It's Louisa Munson from Feel Good Astrology, and I'm delighted to share with you a 5-minute forecast for January. Now, I'm not going to show you the chart because it's on its side. I'm turning it around to see exactly what planet is showing up where in your charts from January. And if you haven't already listened to the big recording, feel free to listen to that because there's tons and tons of info. Now, what is interesting to me is as you move into the new year, in January, Mars is retrograde, and it's in your sign in the first house, and also your ruling planet, which is Mercury, is retrograde as well, in the sign of Capricorn, in your 8th house. Now, it's not a very dynamic way to start the year. That's not your fault. It's just how things are. And no doubt, you're not feeling quite as social as usual. You know, it's very difficult for you to get those connections and feel really motivated to like hang out. You know, it just feels very much like there's obligations in terms of, you know, like putting guilt trips and things like that on you. It just feels like people are a little bit intense, much more intense than you're comfortable with. And it feels like there's a cost to every interaction, which I imagine is just feeling quite draining for you. Good news is from the 12th, you start to feel a bit more direct and a lot more like your physical energy is returning. And then by the 18th, it feels like some of that manipulation that maybe you're sensing from other people is starting to clear. Now, I really see that things get very clear for you and easier, much more fun, much more adventurous from the 20th when the sun goes into the sign of Aquarius. The next day, we've got the Aquarian new moon, which is fantastic. And then the following day, Uranus goes direct. And then your world seems to just ignite with ideas. How fun is that? Now, where the emphasis is, I think, after the 20th, is that you're in a place of adventure. And so even if you're not feeling quite your sociable self, I do think you're feeling very curious. And it feels that, you know, if we start you from the beginning of January, it feels like you're kind of tense and uptight. There's a lot of emotions going on, and it feels like there's a lot at stake. And then by the time we're at the end of January, it feels like there's an adventure. There's this almost a feeling like you want to study, like you really want to get cracking with a new modality of some sort. And that's pretty cool, isn't it? Now, in your 10th house, things haven't been that clear in terms of your career for quite some time. There's a lot of feminine energy going through it, really. You know, with Vesta and Juno, they're really kind of bringing up this emotionalism, this psychic energy, this, oh, I need to be really, really motivated, and yet I can't. I'm in the sign of Pisces. It's very difficult. Neptune's there. And, you know, up until the end of December, it just felt like your career was just getting a bit confusing, like it was going round and round in circles. And you'd ask yourself a question and then something else would come up and it'd be, oh. And it's almost like a quagmire of sort of self-expression, but like, is it making sense? Is it coming out in a logical timeline or not? What I'm here to share with you, I guess, is that things are getting clearer, but they're getting clearer because you're starting to collaborate a little bit more with others. So sure, I understand at the beginning of the year, you're not feeling super duper social. However, there are some very useful people showing up in your life from a perspective of networking. So look out for them. They are like little helpers. They are like little fairy godmothers. You've got this kind of magical energy of pulling just the right people into your world, just as you are needing them. So I'm quite excited by that. Last thing I want to share with you then is it feels to me like your talent is being given a bit of a boost forwards, in particular when you're communicating. So maybe when you're not feeling so sort of social and communicative, you can start by thinking, okay, when I'm back on track again, what is it that I want to communicate? It just feels like whatever you're going through early January is really ready to share by the time you get to the end of the month. So I'm going to leave that there. If you think I can be of any help to you in the future, then drop me a line. It's louisatannermunson@gmail.com. All that's below. Also, you could just go to www.feelgoodastrology.com and book a session. You have to go to /store, but it's all there. Anyway, thanks for joining me today. I hope to catch you again in the future. But anyway, you have a great January, and hopefully, hopefully we'll come into each other's sphere very soon. Bye for now.